Hi everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. Today we're making two types of pasta salads. These pasta salad recipes are good enough that you can pretty much make a meal out of them, but they're excellent side dishes as well. First you will need to choose which pasta you will use for your salad. There are many pastas to choose from, but here are just a few. I'm using macaroni and tricolor rotilli for today's salads. One thing that's really nice about these pasta recipes is that you can vary the ingredients according to your own taste preferences. But here is how I do it. Now, starting with the loaded macaroni salad, get a pot of hot water with a little bit of salt in it and cook the elbow macaroni until it's tender. It's up to you how much you want to use. If you use 1 cup, you're going to end up with 2 cups by the time it's cooked. For today's recipe, you're going to need chopped red peppers, chunks of cheddar cheese, flaked chunks of ham, chopped green peppers, and chopped celery. Now in a bowl, I'm going to put together some Miracle Whip and some chili powder. Then you add the Miracle Whip and chili powder to the pasta and put it back in the fridge for about 30 minutes so that the flavor will soak in nicely. When I take it out of the fridge, I add a little bit more Miracle Whip and a little bit more chili powder to taste. Now I'm adding some chopped celery and some chunks of cheddar. Now some chopped green peppers. And some red peppers to add some nice color to this. Mix it all up thoroughly. And finally, some chopped ham. Now I need to add a little more Miracle Whip and chili powder because the macaroni soaks up the dressing and you want the ingredients slightly moist and coated well. And just sprinkle a little bit of parsley in there. It adds a little bit of color and some flavor as well. Finally, season it with a little salt and pepper and mix it really well. And it's important to do a taste test and decide whether you think it needs a little more of something. Now this salad is so well liked by most, it's a good one to take to a potluck. It will keep in the fridge for several days and it's also very good for snacking on. Now on to the Greek salad. Now this is a perfect side, perfect to prep ahead and a hit at every party or potluck. It's a tender pasta with ripe juicy tomatoes, crisp cucumbers, feta cheese and olives, and it's tossed in a Greek dressing for a perfect make-ahead side dish. And if you add grilled chicken to it, it becomes a complete meal. Now without saying any more, let's get to making this dish. You'll need to choose what type of pasta you'd like to use. Again, you will cook your pasta in boiling water until they're tender. Now I've chopped about a half a cup of an English cucumber. I'm using about a half a pint of cherry tomatoes chopped. Now we're also going to need about a half a cup of sliced pitted black olives and about a half of a chopped red bell pepper. Now a quarter of a cup of red onion diced. Now that we've got everything chopped up, we can start adding it all together. Again, you can decide how much of each amount you want if you want to change the amounts a little bit, but with this one, it's a little bit more important that you use the right amounts. Because we're using ingredients with strong flavors, you don't want them to overpower each other. As you're adding each ingredient together, it's important to mix it so that all the flavors are well incorporated. So for the feta cheese, it's about a half a cup of cubed feta cheese. I do like to add a little extra of the feta cheese. Then I pour over about a half a cup of Greek vinaigrette dressing, and if you need a little bit more, add a little bit more, but start with about a half a cup and stir it really well. Now once again, it's good to put this in the fridge and let it set for an hour or two so that the flavor soaks in before you serve it. I hope you enjoy both of these pasta salad recipes.